welcome to today's episode of the Balanced Approach podcast. I'm your host, Lou Padian. I hope that you're doing well and are enjoying the podcast and the topics we've covered so far. These podcasts are released every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so be sure to subscribe wherever you are listening to be kept up to date. So today, as part of the first episode of Unwrap Healthy Habits, we're going to be focusing on a big part of people feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and that is managing expectations. You can't be all things to all people all at once, and you need to take the pressure off yourself and expecting too much of yourself during this stressful time. So I think a real good way is almost start from the outset and going, right, what is the expectations of myself? What expectations do I have of myself in regards to my health, happiness, and well-being? Where am I going to find the right balance? And a simple way to do this would be just having certain habits and behaviors as sort of good marking sticks or measuring marks of where you want to be. So regards to your fruit and veg intake, regards to your protein intake, your physical activity, your sleep, your gratitude, your journaling, all these aspects are things that you can still include and help you almost have non-negotiables each day, rather than expecting you to do all things all at once, expecting yourself still go to the gym 5 days a week, go out and be really sociable, have all these meals out, be tempted by all these foods, and still eat potentially a calorie deficit. It's putting too much pressure on yourself. So this will allow you to reduce the stress and overwhelm and hopefully not end up feeling disappointed, which often a lot of people do because they have such high expectations on themselves during this time of year. And a big way to do that is just be self-compassionate. What would you say to a good friend? But it also takes the pressure off and almost stops that Instagram non-reality, really, or that attitude where it reduces the pressure on people where they feel stressed and overwhelmed. And we do this by setting realistic goals and embracing that imperfect action as well. So good way to do this, like I said, habits around fruit and veg, activity, sleep, gratitude, journaling, whatever you want to do, whatever you value, or actions, behaviors that align with your values and goals. Focus on those rather than trying to put yourself through the ringer and putting yourself in a situation where you're putting too much pressure on yourself. I do have a free resource, so DM me, Lou Paid Nutrition, on Instagram if you would like access to that. It's completely free. And like I said, there will be a waiting list from today and throughout the rest of the episodes that you can join the Unwrap Healthy Habits community from Boxing Day. That will allow you and set you up in the best position possible to go and smash the new year and build those healthy habits for the long term. So thank you very much for watching or listening to today's episode of the Balanced Approach podcast. If you'd like access to the free resources mentioned in this podcast, then just drop me a DM on Instagram at Louis Padian Nutrition. If you would be interested in getting healthier and happier in the new year, remember to join the waiting list by clicking the link below. It will be open from Boxing Day and will help you unwrap healthy habits into the new year.